Alright guys, so I'm finally back. I'm kind of semi-healed from the accident where I broke my thumb. I didn't break my thumb, I broke this bone right here, the thumb tendon. It's called the metacarpal, but I don't really know too much about that. And right now I'm gonna go to a spot, and I have a pretty interesting video for today. We're gonna be testing out the different mapping systems on the KX250. There's 3 maps. There's a green one, white one, and a black one, and we're gonna test all 3 to see which one wheelies the best. So each of these, they change the settings in the fuel injector for like to give you different like power response, I believe. So the green one is the standard one. I've been using this like since I got the bike. I've never switched them until yesterday. Yesterday I was messing with this one. This one's supposed to give you the most power, the white one. It's supposed to spin the tires like more in like sandy and like tougher terrain like mud, so you can get like more traction and more spin. I rode with that one yesterday and it was a pretty okay difference. So I have never tried this black one. The black one's for like slippery like tracks with like barely any dirt, so like pretty much like really slick tracks, like no thick like track material. And this one will probably be the best for the road because it's probably going to make the tires not slip out as much. And I don't know about power. I believe this one's going to give you the most power, and this is just the standard one. I'm finally going to test out all of these. So what I'm going to do in each one, I'm going to start from the black one and then go to the white one and then go back to the standard to see the difference between all of them. So I'm going to be doing like a whole shot to see how fast and like the acceleration, and like a couple wheelies and a little bit of off-roading. Like it's just like little grass here and there. There's some sand that I will find today, you know, because we're in Florida. So we're gonna try out all of these. First I'm gonna start off with the black one. I'm gonna try to do some power wheelies with the black chip, and we're gonna see which chip is like the most powerful for wheelies. That's the goal. So we're in 3rd gear, no problem at all. 4th gear, not a problem at all. And we're gonna turn around for 5th gear because that one's gonna be pretty fast. All right, this is 5th gear. No clutch. It pops up. It's a little difficult without the clutch. These are just power wheelies. And now I'm gonna try like my type of wheelies where I like to swerve, drop back, and do all that type of stuff. Oh, this is the trail. A little sandy. Alright, so the whole goal is to see if it can like break traction. These like trails are a little sandy and they have a bunch of like pine needles, so it should be pretty slippery. So the tire has not like spun out once. Like I've been trying to break the traction and trying to get it to like spin out of it. It hasn't done it once. Right now I want to hit a quick hole shot to see if what's better for hole shotting and like everything. We're trying to test all the abilities right now. So we're gonna go to the open road really quick. So I'm gonna hit a 2nd gear hole shot, and we're gonna see if it will like spin out or give us a good launch. What I think it's gonna do, it's gonna cut out the power a little bit and give us like a really good launch, and it's not gonna spin out. I think it's gonna grip really well, but we'll see. I think the black chip takes a little bit of power out so that you don't slip out on like a really slippery track or something like that. Right now I'm gonna switch to the white chip and we're gonna do the same things, off-road, hole shot, wheelie, and just see which one really works the best. All right, so we're popping in the white chip. I did a little research on this one. This one's made for like sandy, muddy tracks, really thick tracks, and wherever. So this is where you put in the chip right here. It came with the green one, and you just pop out the green one very easy, and they just have different colors. It's pretty simple. So the white one's probably going to be my personal choice, and I guess it's probably going to give you the most power on the road because there's no sand on the road, so it's going to spin the tires, and it's probably going to give you a little bit more torque and a little bit more power. We're about to see. We're going to try out with wheelies, then we're going to hit the trail, and then we're going to do the whole shot. So third gear, not a problem at all. No clutch, by the way. Fourth gear. It does pretty good. I think it pops up easier than the black chip. All right, we're in fifth gear, no clutch. All right, so I think it popped up way easier than the black chip. The black chip, it took me a couple tries to pull it up. I had to use a lot of like pull to get it up on the black chip. This one kind of just flies straight up in every gear. First, we're gonna hit a couple wheelies. There's a boat, what the heck? I think we've seen that same boat before in my older DRZ videos. Alright, so it doesn't spin out in the sand that much. It like, I think it gives you the most power, in my opinion. This is pretty different from the black chip. This one just feels more like this one feels more responsive, and it just wants to go. I'm gonna try a hole shot really quick. Second gear, launch control like the other ones. And what I think is gonna happen is that it's just gonna fly up. It's just gonna like get as much traction and just keep going into a wheelie. Let's see what happens. It just goes straight up into a wheelie. It's kind of hard to do a hole shot on. This one definitely has to be the fastest out of the other ones. It's crazy. It's hard to do a start on, but it accelerates pretty fast and it goes through the gears pretty quick. So I'm gonna do another run real quick. I'm gonna try to keep this front wheel down. It's just so hard. Yeah, this one definitely gets to the power faster. I'm gonna hit a couple more wheelies to see which one I really prefer to wheelie on. My guess is gonna be the white one to get it up. I like this one for wheelies. Feels good. I want to see if it's too torquey for like circle wheelies. We're gonna try. It does circle wheelies pretty good. I feel like this one gives a lot of power. Like, it's just so instant and so torquey. Like, whenever I did those starts, this thing just wanted to get up and up. And it felt really powerful off-roading. Like, whenever I wanted to turn, it just like grips so nice and then turns in the sand very well. I think this one will give you the most power. So I'm gonna do a quick switch to the green one, and we're gonna see how that one goes. Alright, so I'm gonna pop in the green chip. This is the standard like chip. It doesn't really have too much like, it's not really made for anything. Like the white one's made for sand and like grippy stuff, and the black one's really smooth. I think that's the smoothest one. It might be pretty good for wheelies because it won't throw you off and it's not that torquey. And this is just the standard one. I think it just evens out a lot of things. There's nothing really special to this one. It might be a little less power than the white one maybe. We're gonna test it out real quick. This is the standard one. We use this one like in almost every video I had with the KX. I still don't know which one I prefer. I'm gonna go try out this one. We're gonna do the power wheelies and we're gonna do all the tests like we did before. All right, third gear, no clutch. Not a problem. Fourth gear. Not a problem. All right, fifth gear, no clutch. I did pull pretty hard just because I'm kind of used to pulling hard in fifth gear. It pops up pretty decent. The white one popped up the best. I used like less pull. Actually, I need a wheelie at first to see which one's the best for wheelies. This one's pretty good to wheelie in. I don't mind it. I like it. It's pretty smooth. It's got power. Oh my gosh, finally, we found it. Just gonna set it down. Yeah, this is the boat. I went with my DRZ a while ago. Now we're on the Kawasaki here. Oh man, I'm gonna need a new tire soon. These things are getting bald, but yeah, the boat still looks the same. Nah, it's pretty broken. There's no way you're gonna be fixing this thing. Oh crap, I think my water is leaking. I thought it was my gas that was spraying on me because I put a pretty full tank in here, because I literally go out in the middle of nowhere and I don't know how far this is from my house. All right, so these are the three chips right here: the black one, the white one, the green one. This one's pretty good for like trail riding. I would use this for trail riding. It doesn't give you that much like power and torque, and it keeps the front wheel down. It's good for like little trails with like rocks probably, and like slippery tracks. I'd use that one. It gives you the most traction. This one's really good for like wheelies and like thick mud and sand. We were testing out on the sand. It just gives you so much like spin in the sand. I'd use this one for the sand and for wheelies. It gives you like a lot of torque, maybe a little too much torque, because I almost fell off a couple times off camera when I was using this yesterday. These two are the only ones I've used so far. I just used this black one today. And this is the standard one. These two are probably the best for wheelies. I'd use this one when you're starting out on wheelies, or maybe that one, because it doesn't give you that much power. It gives you a lot of traction though. That's what's pretty cool about it. It doesn't make the tires spin. This thing, a lot of power to me. It feels like this one has the most power. This one is just standard. It's like the best of the both worlds. Good for trail and good for like probably like basic track stuff like that. White one's definitely going to be my favorite. I'm going to put that one on now. It's one of my favorites actually. I just feel like it has the most power for what I like to do, like wheelies, and plus there's sand around here. So it really matches what I want. So out of all the bikes I've ridden, this is probably one of my favorite I've ever rode. Like, it gives you maps, it gives you different kind of modes and settings, like, and plus this bike is so light. It's incredibly light. Pick it up however you want. Super light. One of my favorite bikes to ride is this one. Alright, so we have the white chip on. This is probably going to be my favorite chip, and it's going to be the one I'm going to keep on the longest.
Yeah, shirt tucked, fly fit, big rings, head slicked. I'm that new boy in the neighborhood, Impala 66, headlights bright white, living in the night. Yeah, yellow stitching on my black boots, built tight. Yeah, 9th floor, catch me when I fall. Catch me a break, you never answer when I call. Hey, Converse 88, vintage like my black shades. Don't forget the name, cause the boy ain't got a face.
Oh, I got it. Oh my gosh. It's kind of heavy. Look at this. I'm like holding my bike. It's in like 4th gear right now. I'm trying to get it back into the wheelie. It's a little awkward. My hands got so sweaty from that. Oh my gosh. That was actually pretty cool.
Oh, I see they catching feelings on me. If you see Cap, just put the Billy on it. Got the city on me. I was riding in that Civic, homie, probably with a shorty. Now I never like to kick it. Everybody keep recording. Go by 2 things in my lifestyle: gain money and lose. Everything start getting better. You gon' see they ain't even cool with you. Bad tryna fool with them. I don't want nothing to do with them. Fake love tryna make amends just cause of that little bitty trend on TikTok.
Shirt tucked, fly fit, big rings, head slicked. I'm that new boy in the neighborhood, Impala 66, headlights bright white, living in the night. Yeah, yellow stitching on my black boots, built tight. Shirt tucked, fly fit, big rings, head slicked. I'm that new boy in the neighborhood, Impala 66, headlights bright white, living in the night. Yeah, yellow stitching on my black boots, built tight. Yeah, 9th floor, catch me when I fall. Catch me a break, you never answer when I call. Hey, Converse 88, vintage like my black shades. Don't forget the name, cause the boy ain't got a face.